The best study and learning technique, the Feynman Technique, animated. In the realm of learning and education, finding effective study techniques can be a game changer. Among the myriad of learning methods available, one stands out for its simplicity and effectiveness, the Feynman Technique. Named after the Nobel Prize-winning physicist Richard Feynman, this powerful learning strategy has gained recognition as one of the best ways to understand and retain complex information. Let's delve deeper into this technique and explore why it's considered by many to be the ultimate learning tool. Understanding the Feynman Technique. Richard Feynman, often referred to as the Great Explainer, was renowned for his ability to break down complex scientific concepts into simple, understandable terms. His approach to learning and teaching forms the basis of what we now call the Feynman Technique. The core principle of this technique is beautifully encapsulated in Feynman's own words. If you can't explain it simply, you don't understand it well enough. This statement highlights the fundamental idea behind the technique, that true understanding comes from the ability to explain a concept in the simplest terms possible. The power of simplicity in learning. The Feynman Technique leverages the power of simplicity in learning. By challenging yourself to explain complex ideas in simple language, you're forced to engage with the material on a deeper level. This process helps to identify gaps in your understanding, clarify your thoughts and ideas, strengthen your grasp of the subject matter, improve your ability to communicate complex ideas. Moreover, this technique promotes active learning, which has been shown to be far more effective than passive learning methods like simply reading or listening to lectures. The 4 steps of the Feynman Technique. Let's break down the Feynman Technique into its 4 key steps. Step 1. Choose and name your concept. Begin by selecting the concept you want to learn or review. Write the name of this concept at the top of a blank piece of paper. This step helps to focus your mind on the specific topic you're about to explore. Step 2. Explain the concept. Now comes the crucial part. Explain the concept in your own words, as if you were teaching it to someone else. Pretend you're explaining it to a student or even a child. The key here is to use plain, simple language. As you write, speak out loud, mimicking a teacher at a blackboard. This multisensory approach engages different parts of your brain, enhancing the learning process. This step serves 2 important purposes. It highlights what you do understand about the topic. More importantly, it reveals areas where your understanding is lacking or unclear. Step 3. Identify and address knowledge gaps. Review your explanation and identify any areas where you struggled or used vague language. These are your knowledge gaps. Now, go back to your source material, textbooks, notes, or other resources, and focus on these areas. Relearn the material, paying special attention to the parts you found difficult to explain. Then, return to your explanation and try again. Repeat this process until you can explain the entire concept clearly and simply from start to finish. Step 4. Simplify and use analogies. If you find yourself using overly complex language or jargon, it's time to simplify. Challenge yourself to explain the concept so simply that a child could understand it. Use analogies and real-world examples to make abstract ideas more concrete. If your final explanation is still confusing, it's a sign that you need to deepen your understanding. Don't be discouraged. This is a normal part of the learning process. Return to step 2 and work through the process again. The benefits of the Feynman Technique. Deep understanding. By forcing yourself to explain concepts in simple terms, you gain a deeper, more intuitive understanding of the material. Better retention. Active engagement with the material through explanation and simplification leads to better long-term retention of information. Improved communication skills. Regularly practicing the Feynman Technique enhances your ability to communicate complex ideas clearly and effectively. Efficient learning. This technique helps you quickly identify and focus on areas where your understanding is weak, making your study time more efficient. Versatility. The Feynman Technique can be applied to virtually any subject, from physics to philosophy, making it a versatile tool for lifelong learning. Enhance critical thinking. The process of simplifying complex ideas encourages critical thinking and analytical skills. Applying the Feynman Technique in various contexts. Academic study. Use this technique to review course material, prepare for exams, or deepen your understanding of challenging concepts. Professional development. Apply the Feynman technique to master new skills or explain complex ideas to colleagues or clients. Personal learning. Whether you're learning a new language, exploring a hobby, or diving into a new field of interest, this technique can accelerate your learning process. Teaching and mentoring. Educators and mentors can use this technique to improve their ability to explain concepts to students or ments. Overcoming challenges in using the Feynman technique. While the Feynman technique is powerful, it's not always easy. Here are some common challenges and how to overcome them. Feeling overwhelmed. Start with small, manageable concepts and gradually work up to more complex ideas. Time constraints. Even a few minutes of focused explanation can be beneficial. Quality matters more than quantity. Lack of resources. If you're struggling to find information, seek out different sources, books, online courses, or even experts in the field. Frustration with knowledge gaps. Remember that identifying these gaps is a crucial part of the learning process. Embrace them as opportunities for growth. Conclusion. Embracing the Feynman technique for lifelong learning. The Feynman technique is more than just a study method. It's a powerful tool for lifelong learning and understanding. By challenging yourself to explain complex ideas in simple terms, you not only deepen your own understanding, but also enhance your ability to share knowledge with others. As you incorporate this technique into your learning routine, you may find that it transforms the way you approach new information. The process of breaking down complex ideas, identifying knowledge gaps, and refining your explanations can turn the often daunting task of learning into an engaging and rewarding experience. Remember, the goal isn't perfection, but progress. Each time you apply the Feynman technique, you're not just learning about a specific topic. You're also honing your ability to learn and understand. This meta skill of learning how to learn is perhaps the most valuable outcome of mastering the Feynman technique. So, the next time you encounter a challenging concept or want to ensure you truly understand a topic, turn to the Feynman technique. Write it down, explain it simply, identify the gaps, and refine your understanding. With practice, you'll find that even the most complex ideas become clearer, and your capacity for learning grows exponentially. Embrace the power of simplicity in learning. And like Richard Feynman himself, you may find that the joy of understanding and explaining complex ideas becomes one of life's great pleasures.